Hey guys, it's Jag. Welcome back to the arcade. Let's get back to just another game, Sly 2 Band of Thieves. And last time we started Chapter 5 and came to the Contessa's castle to dish out our own special brand of payback, only to find out that this is where she's holding Carmelita, and Carmelita's being brainwashed with the clockwork eyes. So not only do we need to recover the eyes and take down the Contessa, we need to rescue Carmelita before she takes the fall for the Contessa's crimes. So we're on somewhat of a tight schedule for this job, and what's going to be the best way to get across? Whoa, okay, I just kind of got surrounded there, didn't I? Tanks? Who knew tanks could be that sneaky? That was a sneaky tank. I knew at least one of them was going to be coming down that back alley, but I didn't expect it to come from behind. Well, we've discovered the fast way to get across here, and that's to run and panic, mostly. Alright, so let's start with Sly's job, I think. Because the other two, well... Murray's is okay, but Bentley's is going to be a pain.
Alright, Sly, there's your new objective. Sneak inside and smash the coffin of the evil wolf priestess.
Pretty harsh. Does the old girl really deserve that sort of treatment?
Weren't you listening? She was an evil wolf priestess. Once you smash the coffin, it'll free all the ghosts trapped in there with her.
Okay, I don't know where you're going with all of this, but freeing trapped ghosts sounds vaguely heroic.
Sly always wanted to be a good guy, deep down. Evil wolf priestess. I mean, the burning question in my mind was, is she hot? I mean, she's a corpse, so probably not. But you know, this is a world where... Never mind. I'm just gonna go inside and stop talking. Well, stop talking about that. Alright, for real though, let's get started with this. We are clearly not going after bottles because I actually remembered we finished off the last episode collecting bottles, so we don't need to collect bottles to start this one. Obviously, this is going to be a medieval death trap, so you kind of just have to wait for the timing to work out in your favor. These are clearly swinging at two different rates, which means eventually they'll line up, and that's when we can cross. Here we go. Good enough. These traps are going to get much worse, especially for Bentley. Remember, Bentley's mission... Actually... all of Bentley's missions are kind of a pain. They're not... I see that she was buried with her loyal subjects because they're coming out of the woodworks literally everywhere. I don't dislike them. They're no bugging Rajan. But, they are kind of difficult. So that's gonna be fun.
Try breaking open that coffin in the middle of the room.
Oh, I thought...
you know, evil.
Looks like a coffin to me with a spider on it, but sure.
Nice work. Now head outside and I'll fill you in on phase 2.
Yay, free warp.
I'm modifying the imager in your binocular to capture ghosts.
Didn't I just set these guys free? Why would I want to capture them again?
Not to worry. It's only a short-term confinement. Gather all the ghosts, then set them free down the chimney of Neela's headquarters.
I get you. She'll think it's a sneak attack from the Contessa.
Correct. If I did my math right, and I always do my math right, Neela should respond to the assault by purchasing more firepower.
Anything bad for the Contessa is good for us. And we get to really freak out Neela.
I mean, to be fair, it's also going to be bad for us, but whatever. So now we're going to do this kind of modified weird Ghostbuster thing. You don't really have to be perfectly accurate. As long as it's green and they're in frame, you'll capture the ghosts. Real trick to this is sneaking around without getting caught doing it. And this guy's not helping. This actually reminds me a lot. Yeah, this would have had to come out after Donkey Kong 64, but it definitely feels inspired by Donkey Kong 64, because in that game you captured banana fairies with your camera, which was also weird. And they were always super happy about it. I think they were kind of into bondage. Are you coming this way? I don't think you are. I think it's safe to take this picture. Alright. Oh, that was technically green. Nope. That got it. But yeah, if you captured the banana fairies, they always rewarded you. And some of them were a real pain. I don't think any of these ghosts are actually too bad. I'm gonna jump for this hook. Oh god, I remember in K. Rool's lair. You weren't far enough away, huh? In K. Rool's lair, you had to capture both banana fairies in the same picture. That was not fun. I don't remember if the banana fairies got harder as levels went on, or as you captured banana fairies. I don't remember what the trigger for it was. But they were not fun, and you had to do it to 100% the game. I'm gonna stand on this guillotine. I think this is where I should be taking the picture from. Alright, where are you? That's not helpful. Where'd you go? I want out of that view, thank you. Still need to get a new 6-axis. Yeah, this is actually way too close. Let's try this spire. You can see why I didn't do this in the last episode. Because these are going to start getting to be some very involved missions. Which may mean I need to start rethinking my 2 missions per episode strategy if I'm also getting 10 bottles. We'll see how it goes. It could just be a thing with this opening set of missions that make them so involved. And slides tend to be the longest in general. Oh no, I don't want that. I always hit that button first. At least it does bring them up, but it's not really the view that I want. Alright, this one is doing what? Okay. Let's see, this one should be a fairly simple place to take a picture from. A roof. Where those damn tanks can't get to me. I was got behind there in time. Alright. Gotcha. I am so glad you do not have to be perfectly accurate. I think the banana fairies you had to be really accurate. And that was actually really difficult to do with the Nintendo 64 control stick. Did anybody... I admit that the controller for the Nintendo 64 was very weird looking, but it actually did its job quite well. But did anybody, anywhere, actually enjoy that control stick? Because that was one of the most painful experiences of my life, is using that thing. I'm pretty sure that's what inspired the rise of so many rubber grips on later consoles. Like, they made sure that they looked at the control stick for the Nintendo 64 and they made sure to say, not that. Because it was just this hard, for you kids, God, this is depressing. There are kids who don't know what a Nintendo 64 controller looked like. For you kids, and I emphasize that word, kids, because you are to me. For you kids that don't remember or never experienced the Nintendo 64, the control stick was basically this hard plastic thing that was ridged for grip. But after you used it for a while, it just bloody hurt. It just hurt you to use. Alright, can I get a picture of him from there? It does not look like it. And it actually, Nintendo had lost a lawsuit because of it. Because they made it so painful to use, it cost them a lot of money. Because not only was the control stick uber painful to use. Crap. You know what? We're just gonna call this getting these 2 bottles early because I'm pretty sure I want these anyway. Let's make sure. Even if they were so painful to use, Mario Party came out and had control stick spinning mini games. How many of these are just pictures of their spectral butt? And the way to win those games, if you're any good at it, or you took it at all seriously, was to place the palm of your hand on the top of the control stick and spin your hand as hard as you could. And by doing that, you would generate enough speed to win the minigame, but at the same time, you ground the control stick into your hand, into the palm of your hand. And I had to peel it from my skin more than once. And I wasn't part of this lawsuit, but eventually, a group of people got together and sued Nintendo for it and won because their children were injuring themselves playing the game pretty much the way you can't really argue it wasn't intended to be played. And from that point on, Nintendo had to sell Mario Party using or with gloves so that people could play the minigame without injuring themselves. And that's also why you do not see Mario Party being sold in the, not the first one, being sold in the Nintendo eShop. They will not sell it because they don't want to go through a lawsuit again because of the control stick spinning minigames. You can get Mario Party 2 and Mario Party 3 usually, but you will never see Mario Party 1 on the eShop again just because they don't want to redesign it to not have those control stick spinning minigames, and they don't want kids injuring themselves. But that's how bad the Nintendo 64 control stick was. It was one of the worst experiences of my entire video gaming life. Now, for every other game besides Mario Party, it did the job and it did it well. You just had to take a break every now and then to keep your thumb from going numb. Let's just say that I'm glad that other console developers and Nintendo, to be fair, learned the lesson and never did that again because it was awful. Alright, 2 more of these to go. And we'll collect 4 more bottles. And then we'll move on to another mission. Next 2 are over. Are they both? Yes, they're both around the headquarters. Alright, that's a good one. Hey, I actually got someone's face instead of their ass for once. It's a plus. Nobody likes ghost butts except other ghosts. Am I gonna make it through this trap? I kinda did. I hope I did. No. They're on me. They're on to me. They're on to me. Get to the roof. Tanks can't shoot you off a roof. It's science. Alright, Mr. Ghost. I have a camera for you to live in for a while. Where did you go? Mr. Ghost. There you are. Are you around the front? No. Ah. There we go.
Okay, Sly, you have all the ghosts. Now just make your way to Neela's HQ and drop them down her chimney.
Now that'll be easy because, well, damn it, I was already here, but apparently Sly isn't going to grab a ledge for me. So now I have to kind of take the long way. Down you go, ghosts. Enjoy.
So the Contessa wants war, eh? Perhaps it's time I purchase a little air power. A few bombers should put that old charlatan in her place.
Okay, so now we need to go capture 4 more bottles, and then we're gonna do Murray's mission. I'm not gonna do Bentley's mission this episode. Not as long. If I do Bentley's episode this mission, it's gonna be a long episode. So we're gonna do Murray's instead, because it's actually fairly straightforward and quick. Assuming that I can get back across to the other island, you know. Being quick depends entirely on my ability to play a video game, so Destiny, you're screwed, babe. Love that line. That's one of the best lines. If you've never seen Secret of Mana Theater, do yourself a favor and look it up on the web, because I think they are actually still producing, or he is still actually producing episodes. I think it's just the one guy. They're basically Flash cartoons that go through the Secret of Mana story. Okay, and they are actually a lot of fun. You don't have any goodies, so you die. That's the rule of things. Alright, I want to try to get the 5 bottles that are around the Contessa's house, since that's where I started getting bottles. And I think I want to go over here. Listening for bottles more than anything else right now. Hey, you were not a statue when I passed by, or alive when I passed by the first time. I was holding the button. What? What? In the butt. I have a feeling that's a definite in the butt moment. These are so tempting though. So tempting. They're all right here. I might have to go back and remark these, because actually, yeah, let's just pick these up here. I'll just rescout the ones that I didn't get. And so I'm gonna get the one on the archway and the one over there. Oh, you had something in your pocket to pick. Oops. Oh well. I love it when my plans go awry, because an environmental path that I have to take to get to my objective happens to have a bottle on it, but whatever. Bottles is bottles. I'm pretty sure I know what all of those were. I'm looking at my map real quick, but I can look at that in a cutscene. Let's just book it back to the... That's not the run button. Let's book it back to the HQ. And we need to pick up Murray. Yeah, you heard me. I know you did. Pew, pew, pew. Okay, that was actually pew pew pew. Am I gonna make it back to the safe house before I make it to the safe house by dying? Hopefully. Safe house. Live up to your name. Be both safe and a shelter. Alright, Murray, your turn. Where are you headed exactly? Okay. Murray don't care. Murray's ready to brawl. Of course, Murray can't take on the tank, so we should actually kind of leave. Murray, kind of leave right now. Continue to kind of leave, and also look for a spider web to let you catapult your paint butt up. Actually, did that guy drop health? No. That's okay. Okay, Murray, you're kind of getting your butt kicked by artillery, but that guy dropped health, so that's good. Awoo. Stop spamming spiders at me. They're really annoying. Murray, wow, you are getting swarmed. That's not cool. Alright, there's your starting point.
Hey, Murray, can you see the general from there?
Nope. Just an old man coming up the ramp.
Don't let his appearance fool you. That's General Clawfoot, and he's one of the toughest old soldiers you'll ever see. Not to mention head of castle security.
What if he doesn't want to come? I don't want to hurt him.
Oh, don't worry about that. He's only afraid of two things, fire and water. Other than that, you couldn't hurt him if you wanted to. He might even come in handy along the way, as a projectile.
Wow, that is handy.
Alright, so this is going to be another case where you're running with a treasure.
Great. Now bring him back to the safe house. I marked it in your binocular.
That basically makes noise and alerts the guards. So, you know, don't feel like you have to slow down, because you shouldn't. The faster you make it to the safe house, the faster you're no longer under attack. Oh, come on. Okay, good. At least... He didn't fall in the water.
Now
I
bring him back to
did.
the safe house. I marked it in your binocular.
I call shenanigans on that, sir. Hey, just stealing your old dude. Don't mind me. Karukapu. I don't even know if that's supposed to be anything. For all I know, I just insulted an entire nation of people because I copied an elderly bat. But yeah, this is all you have to do. No, be gentle.
Well, General Clawfoot, we've got a lot to talk about. You wouldn't by chance know the security codes to the castle gates, Don't feel like talking, huh? How about a little of this?
Jack!
Fuck you, scoundrel!
Alright. Real simple, real easy mission if you don't get screwed by cannon fire. Alright. Come on, Sly. Need you to find me some more bottles. Hopefully without much incident. There's one under the bridge, I know that. Trying to think if I should snag it now. I don't think there's another opportunity to really get it. That's going to be pretty solid. Wow, I've already taken that much damage. I am not Murray. And I should not play the game as if I were. Alright, let's go ahead and snag the one under the bridge. It is funny if you jump in the well, everyone else will jump in down here after you. And by funny, I mean actually kind of annoying sometimes. But it is interesting to watch. I have no doubt that at some point I will set off all the alarms and all the guards will come down there and attempt to murder me where I stand. Oh yes, there's another bottle behind one of these. Gravestones. Also, all the guards, all the guards, all the guards, all the guards, all of them, every single one. If I do this, they go away. I need to remember that. That's the magic guard go away button. Alright, there's another bottle up there. I feel like these are still going to be cleaned out in a fairly organized manner if I just approach it properly. It's not the worst thing. I just need to be very aware of what I've got. Also, I might want to grab that treasure to end the episode if these next couple of bottles are close. And I feel like they might be. Oh, that's actually not a way across. What am I doing? I hear you, little bottle. I hear you. I'm a-coming for you, too. Close enough. Alright, and now a final bottle to make it an even 20. Hopefully around here. Let's look at my map. It's not... the lines aren't helpful anymore, but the data might. Yeah, there it is. Cool. How am I going to get to that? Actually, why don't I just snag that one over there? That one looks a lot simpler to acquire. There we go. 20 bottles. And I believe that actually clears out this entire side of the island? I'm going to have to scout it again just to be sure, but it's at least pretty close to being empty, which is good. That means, well, 2/3 of the map are clean, because we've got 2/3 of the bottle. Let's close this out by getting a treasure back to the safe house. And man, we're gonna have to book it on this one. Can't even stop to pick up the goodies. You had to get my way, didn't you? Oh man, I'm so glad I had electricity ready to go. Why is it sparkling over here? That's weird. Alright. Not get shot by the automated guns. Alright, 30 seconds to get past Tankapalooza here. Come on, we're so close, we're so close, so close. Let me in! Whew. 10 seconds to spare. Alright, we're gonna call it an episode there, guys. Thanks for coming out and watching today. As always, I much appreciate it. And if you enjoyed what you saw, make sure you let me know by leaving me that thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and you want to watch more Sly Cooper, subscribe because I upload it every weekday. And if you have any hints, tips, or tricks, make sure to leave a comment. Thanks again for watching, and you guys have a great day. Later.